Hello, you're watching Staying Alive. This is a panel show about our ageing community. We've got Gordon here. Look here, Gordon. Gordon, very ageing community.
Very ageing.
And then I've got to say I'm getting there as well. I'm David. This is Leanne.
Yeah, almost
and
ageing.
This is Greg. Like sometimes it's really hard when all of a sudden you've actually got to say, yes, I'm old.
I haven't reached that age yet.
I agree that you've got to say you're old at some time. I've been doing a lot of gardening this week and using all muscles I haven't used before, and it's actually been killing me. And this is the topic that we're going to talk about today, is the services for people living alone within our community. Now, you might not have a partner like me. I don't have a partner, and you might not have family to support you. Like my family live in another state. I do have dear friends here that hopefully will support me. But it is a really tough one, isn't it? When do you decide to get Meals on Wheels or whatever? I'll use an example. There's somebody that's just moved into my units, and he's gay. And he's got MS, and it's early stages, but he said within 12 months he's going to have to have a wheelchair. Now, I can see that he is starting to put a few things into place, and also he's exchanged numbers. He said, could I call you if I needed help at any time? And I went, of course, absolutely. So, like he is sitting, and quite often people arrive there and they only stay for half an hour, and I think that he's probably getting to that stage where, and I want to be friendly as much as I can with him, because he's going to need me, isn't he? And he's only just moved in, so it's obviously going to be his place where he's going to live for a long time. Greg, what do you think?
Well, as we get older, I mean, you're from South Australia, so I suppose you age a little bit quicker than us in Victoria, and that's okay. I'm sure we'll have services.
Is that the time difference, or the wine, or the...
It's the time difference, Leanne. It's
half an hour.
But you're right, though. At some point, we will need to start working out how to have the best life possible, and that may need intervention by people. It might need some extra time or some changes around the home. It might need some rails down the steps, or something to blend the food and make it a bit softer, David. But we'll need something there to start making our lives as full and as free as we can as we get a bit older.
Gordon, you're like very well equipped, and you're very capable.
We're here.
No, I don't mean like that. But you're very capable still. You're still very active. You're still involved with Vintage Men. You're still part of art classes. You do a radio show. So you're out and about a fair bit in the community, aren't you?
Yeah, I am, but I'm rather fortunate that I come from a long line of living people. I have centenarians on both sides of the family, and they all had. It's all genetics when you get to it, but it still doesn't alter the fact that there's going to be some time in the future where I'm going to have to start calling on someone. I have a younger partner, which is a hell of a help, but it's just one of those things. But there comes a time when you do really need to call on someone, and to know which services are available for you is the thing that you should start looking at.
That's right. That's the key, I think, is people to know what's available, number one. But because, I mean, the person you're talking about, the guy with MS, obviously the MS Society is very good at providing home care and information for people. So if someone, their doctor or whatever is going on for them, say it's around dementia or whatever, there are already programs in place that will help people, guide them through what sort of things they'll need, when they'll need them, whether that's to adjust things at home with, showering and things like that. Local councils are a fantastic resource.
They are.
Providing home and community care. And
it's often a case, though, that we can jump on a computer and find it with the local local councils, but a lot of people aren't all that savvy with the computer. What do they do?
Well, it's a matter of getting into the system in terms of finding out. So local libraries, citizens' advice bureaus, neighbourhood houses. If someone wants to call out, Switchboard doesn't necessarily have contacts for mainstream services, but we certainly have information around LGBTI support services and things like that. So,
is it something we need to look at? We should be looking at it now, because you know, like where a lot of us are getting older.
Yeah, that's right.
What about
Some
the
sort of
gaps?
directory.
They have men's sheds for men getting old. They have women's groups for women getting old in the straight world. What about gay men's sheds and lesbian sheds? What about establishing something
Well, I
that
suppose
isn't
there's
there for us?
vintage men, matrix guild.
Well, but activity focus. We actually go down to the park and you do stuff together, or you've got a room or a space that you can actually do things together, or you hop in the bus and you go to Mardi Gras each year, and you pack 40 people off to Mardi Gras that you know are a bit older and can collaborate together.
That's true too, but you once upon a, you get to the point too with a group like Vintage Men, where we've got one particularly elderly gentleman, you know, and he is getting to be a bit of a problem. He's still living by himself, but he has a care person that comes in to make sure he's okay. But we tried to get him into a nursing home or an aged care facility, you know, but he doesn't want to go, of course. So
that's the problem.
Therefore, you can't do much. But eventually it's going to happen. He is going to have to find somebody because he eventually will not be able to look after himself.
Often it's a crisis that something happens that then necessitates
they fall and they don't get picked up for 2 days or something.
Which is a bit sad because it's not always someone having control over their destiny.
Well, I look at myself. You know, if I fell getting out of the shower because it's over a bath, who's going to be aware
We've
of?
got three of us here that'll rush over and pick you up.
But we
out
won't
of the
know.
Who will know?
Who will know? You don't
There'll be
take
an
your phone
empty
into the
chair on this
shower.
panel and we'll be going, where is he?
I'm just laying there going, I should be here.
Well,
that's true.
that actually happened to a friend of mine. He collapsed in the bar in a shower, and he was there for 2 days. And
Well, you hear about people dying, and they
he
find
didn't
the
die,
body
but he
a
was
month
very
later.
injured.
Who's going to get David's snow cone collection?
That's right. Is that in the will?
Hey, that is one of the most important things that you know, like in my life. Who's going to get my snow domes?
Someone who's going to
1,000 of them.
appreciate it.
I'd better be, or not somebody just taking down the tip and get rid of them.
Take a lot of trips to the tip.
Yeah, well, a lot in storage.
Time we finish.
But it's time that we've got to close this. You know, like if you are out there and you're living by yourself, you've got to start thinking about your future and put a few things in place, and maybe move out of that house because it's probably too big for you anyway. Thanks for watching today. Move in with me with my snow domes and my garden gnomes. Thanks, Greg, for being on the panel today. Thanks, Leanne, for being on the panel. And thank you, Gordon, as well.
No problem. Thank you for being here too.
I'm David, and we'll see you next time on Staying Alive.